Good Monday morning, friends, and happy Memorial Day to those of you in the United States. Happy to see you. This is the Memorial Day edition of your three-card weekly reading, where we do 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead and single cards for those who request. And Jeannie Mnuchin, good to see you. I'm wearing the shirt you gave me, and I love it. Thank you. All right. Let's get right over to CardCam and do this thing. Here we go. And you can see from the tarot shelves of beat-up decks that I've had for a really long time, Lover's Path Tarot. And you know, I meant to research to see if this is even still in print before I came on today and got distracted and didn't. So I don't even know if this deck is still in print. It came from US Games. Copyright 2004 by Chris Walder, who, of course, gave us also the Goddess Tarot. So, let's get going. 3 cards for the collective, single cards. Oh, Trey, it is still in print. Okay, good. So if you like it, you can get yourself a copy easily. Very good. Thank you, Trey. All right. So what this deck does, it's a deck, I put it in the category of what I call archetypal assignment, where it works with archetypes, and the archetypes we're working with in this deck is love stories of history, of mythology, of fiction. So here we go. Trey, you can buy it directly from US Games. Excellent. So let's see if you like it. For the week ahead, 8 of Cups, and this is our collective reading for all of us. Card 13, which is called Transformation, but we know is death, and we can see is associated with Persephone and Pluto. 5 of Arrows, and in this deck, arrows are swords, which can be confusing because there are decks where arrows are wands, but in this deck, arrows are swords. Okay, so, and the 5 of Swords or 5 of Arrows is reversed. So what are we looking at here for the week ahead? When I see this, I have I find a really deep message in these 3 cards. Tell me what you think about this interpretation. What I'm going to say is now is the time. Now is the time to, rather than fight, if we fight, we can't win. We have to figure out how to change ourselves, how to change our circumstances, how to change our mindsets, and how to move toward what's going to work for us. So there's part of it is like, do you stay and fight or do you leave? This sort of says leave. But maybe it's more a mindset. Like if we're in a combative mindset, we're not going to win anything. We have to, what is it? Are we picking and choosing our battles? Are we changing the way we fight? Are we walking away from battles we can't win? What are we doing here? It feels really big, it feels really deep, and it feels like there is real opportunity for personal change, growth, and healing here. But it has to do with what we hang on to and what we don't hang on to. And how do we get to the kernel of what we need to hang on to and let go of all the extraneous stuff? That's where I'm going with these cards. Let me know what you think about these cards, about my interpretation, about this deck, and what you add to this interpretation, because I think there's a lot here. All right. Let's go. So, true confessions. As I'm coming to the office this morning, I am shocked that in the entire office park that my office is in, there's like very, very few cars here on a Monday morning. And I'm all, where's everyone? I forget. They're all at the beach. Now I remember. All right, maybe you're at the beach too. All right, here we go. Individual cards for those who request, starting with Caroline McLaughlin. Thanks for being here, Caroline. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We really appreciate you. A card for your week ahead, the Five of Staves. So this is an interesting card, Five of Wands. It can be a card of conflict, but it can also be a card of creative collaboration as you work toward a goal. And so this week, think about your goals, right? Everything needs to be toward those goals. And if it's hard to get there, that's okay. Beyond that, if there is something causing you conflict that is not about serving your goals and does not serve you, maybe try to do that differently. Okay. Diana, thanks for being here. Diana Price, thanks for being a member. That resonates as I'm always fighting against the changes I have to deal with post-stroke, I understand. And while it's good to improve as much as I can, there are some things I have to accept. Right. You know, like we talk about, like when choosing a fight, is this the hill you're willing to die on? If you can't change it, if there's nothing you can do to change it, acceptance is the key. I think you're right. I think acceptance is a good word in there, for sure. All right, up next is Maria Baresi. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. Three of Arrows, or as you can see, obviously, Three of Swords. Yeah, Diana, the Serenity Prayer. Exactly. It always comes back to that, doesn't it, in life? Caroline, you are more than welcome. Maria, Three of Arrows or Three of Swords. I feel like you're going through it right now. I feel like you got things going on that are hurtful or upsetting. And this week, I think you're really going to be dealing with that, whether it's about finding healing, finding resolution, or, you know, as we're talking about, figuring out what you just have to accept. And I'm so sorry for this, but one way or the other, I think there are hurtful things here that need to be acknowledged and dealt with in order to be healed. Jeannie Mnuchin, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you, and thanks for sending me this shirt, which from where I'm sitting now just looks like a black t-shirt. But I think I can do this. I think I can show it to you. I was complaining that I didn't have enough tarot t-shirts, and y'all helped me out with that. Thank you, Jeannie. Really appreciate it. All right. Gemini said, oh my gosh, I love that shirt. Right? Me too. Me too. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, Jeannie, we're doing your reading next. But I have to we're talking about the Serenity Prayer. Gemini Sun, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. I still have the Serenity Prayer in my bathroom mirror since Christiana told me to repeat it. Fair. Pamela Phillips, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. I think this is very deep, talking about our 3-card weekly reading. How the whole world needs to refocus our idea of what we are all attaching to in order to find peace throughout the world. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're going to do all of that this week, but the fact that that came up on Memorial Day here in the United States, which is the day, weird day, right? It's a day set aside to honor all the Americans who have lost their lives serving our country in the armed forces. Now, you know, there's a whole history of military service in my family, so I feel that, you know, I feel it pretty strongly. On the other hand, I'm not particularly a person who thinks war is a good answer to most things. So there's that. And the other thing is here in the US, Memorial Day is typically celebrated as the first day of summer, really. I mean, even though the first day of summer is not till June 21st, this is the official start of the summer season. When we lived in Connecticut, it was like, we can now camp. Let's camp. It's still cold on Memorial Day weekend, but we're camping. And down here, it's the sign that prices drop. Like you want to go to attractions in the area, prices drop for Memorial Day and stay that way all summer. So it's a time of like better traffic, low tourists, and inexpensive opportunities for Floridians to go do the things that the tourists normally do. So, means different things in different places. Oh, my goodness, Claire C., thank you so much. Claire C., thanks for being a member, and thank you for the very kind and generous super chat that says you are a blessing. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. All right. Jeannie, shirt looks great on you. Thought of you right away. I love this shirt so much, man. I really do. And I love that, like, graphic tees right now are considered, like, you can wear them and it's like considered fashion. You can wear them with a skirt. You can style them in different ways. So I'm having way too much fun. Thank you. All right. Okay, OMG, yes, it also means stay home because traffic is nightmare in Miami. Right. Von Ray, the weather feels like summer. Yeah, it's hot in Florida right now, hotter than usual. All right. Jeannie, you're reading. Thanks for your patience and thanks for being a member and thanks for sending me a cool shirt. Okay, and I'm sorry you're going through it, Jeannie, a bit sick, a bit lost feeling. What do the cards bring me for the Monday Memorial Blues? Interesting. The Five of Arrows reversed, which was in its reversed presentation in our 3-card weekly reading, so auspicious. Typically, when I see the Five of Swords reversed, I think about compromise. I think about diplomacy. I think about how we sometimes have to work with each other to find solutions. And I think, but there is also this thing of like, if you can't win the battle, don't fight it. And does it have to be a battle? So I feel like there is this real thing that you're going through, Jeannie, figuring out like, where do I fight for it exactly the way I want it? Where do I compromise it? Where should I not even fight? And I think you're trying to figure that out with a lot of different things, because the thing about what you're doing right now is it causes you to have to deal with a lot of different people. And when you work with people, there's always going to be compromise. And so I think the question is like, what are you able to compromise? What are you willing to compromise? What are you not? All right. Mary, thanks for being here. Here is a card for your week ahead. The Four of Arrows, which is the Four of Swords. Well, I hope you have today off. But one way or the other, this is a week where the focus really should be, as much as possible, given your schedule, the focus should be on your own rest, on your own relaxation, on your own retreat, and on your own healing. Carol, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for you. All righty, the Ten of Arrows, which of course is the Ten of Swords. Are you going through it right now? This is a card that certainly warns against overthinking and warns against catastrophizing, but could suggest that you're going through some stuff and could suggest that you're in a place right now where you have had enough and you are ready to make a change. And so there may be this may be a time about contemplating what change you're ready to make. Jeannie, you are more than welcome. And thanks for using members only emojis. Febborn, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Okay. Card 2 of the Major Arcana, of course, is the High Priestess. In this deck, it's called Wisdom. Do I like that renaming? I really don't love it, but it's okay. I think it goes along with the story, which is the story of Scheherazade and the wisdom of telling stories. Interesting tale if you don't know it. Anyway, and does it connect to the High Priestess, and how does it connect to the High Priestess? Whole interesting thing. Anyway, Febborn, this week, I'm going to use not just a generic High Priestess interpretation, but actually specific to this card, since you yourself are a writer. Recognize how important it is to tell your stories. Recognize that you are looking for people with whom to exchange stories. And so that's one thing for this week, Febborn. The other thing is about being in your own serenity. Keeping your own counsel, being in your own serenity. And don't, like my mother used to say, don't throw your pearls before swine. It is good to be a storyteller. Don't tell your stories to people who cannot understand them. So there's that. All right, that's a powerful card for you, Febborn. There's a lot there. All right, Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thanks for being my research assistant today. Really appreciate it. Here is a card for you for the week ahead. The Three of Coins, or the Three of Pentacles. Trey, this is going to be a good week. If I can learn to speak. This is going to be a good week for you. And I think you'll get some things done that really matter, and you'll feel good about what you're doing. So lean into your creativity, lean into the things you want to accomplish and achieve. There's real opportunity here this weekend going forward. All righty. Diana Price, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Astro Hangover from being, you did an astrology conference this weekend. Very cool. Here is a card for the week. The Eight of Coins. You're going to take everything that you are learning, man. You are really moving forward at a rapid pace in terms of your life and learning. And this tells me you're going to take all of that and you're going to put it together and you're going to practice it and you're going to get really good at it. And honestly, you're going to serve others with it as well. You are building something here and it's beautiful. Trey, you are very welcome. Tyrone Tarot, my friend, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you are here. And speaking of which, as soon as I see you, I have to say, this coming Sunday is June 2nd, right? Yeah, it is. And so this coming Sunday, we're meeting at Panera Bread in Palm City, 4 p.m. for our tarot meetup. Hope to see you there. Oh, Febborn, you went to your first meetup on Sunday and you enjoyed. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Trey, nice to see a nice card. Right. Yeah, it's been, I hear you, Trey, for sure, for sure. Gemini Sun. Oh, that would be so cool. Make sure you because I won't clock who you are. I'm psychic, but I'm not great at that kind of thing. So make sure you tell me who you are so I can properly celebrate seeing you there. We would love to have you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And we have so much fun. Oh my gosh. I think we do, for the most part. I think we do. All right. Y'all who come, you can tell me. But obviously you keep coming, so obviously we have so much fun, and you wouldn't be coming. All right. So, Tyrone Tarot, all of that to say, here's your card. Thank goodness it's a good one, man, because that was a heck of a lead up for it. 10 of Cups. I think this is going to be a great week for you. I think that you may spend time with people you enjoy. You may spend time in your home. You may spend time in places that you enjoy. It'll be a good week. Oh, Audrey, I have much fun. Good, 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 good. All right. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. The Prince of Staves, which would be like the Knight of Wands. So this week, Smile Soul 20, you may be going someplace that you don't usually go. And I keep thinking you're riding your bike there. I don't know why. I know you're an avid bike rider. So I feel like you may go to a fun place or do a fun thing that you don't normally do, and it could be really great, something you could really enjoy. So if someone says, hey, this is happening, you want to go, or this is happening, you should go, yeah, you should. You should. Go to some fun places this week. Okay. Hey, Pip, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. You're asking for you, Pamela, and Pamela's daughter. I thought I saw Pamela here earlier. So, Pamela Phillips, if you're here, listen up. I'm doing you now. Okay, so, actually, I'm doing Pip first. Okay. Pip, thank you for being a member. Thanks for being here, and thanks for using members-only emojis. The 7 of Arrows, which is the 7 of Swords. So, Pip, trust yourself this week and be careful about who else you are trusting. That's like the whole thing with the 7 of Swords. Who should you trust? Who should you not trust? What should you trust? Can you trust yourself? Can you trust yourself? Damn straight you can. Can you trust other people? Depends on who they are. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful to be in trust with yourself, and be careful with other people. All right, not to make you paranoid or anything. All right, Pamela, thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. The 7 of Staves. I think it's interesting that both Pip and Pam got 7s. I think that's interesting. 7 of Staves, 7 of Wands. Pamela, this week, do what you're going to do. And if other people are trying to get in your way, generally speaking, unless they have a real reason to get in your way that makes sense, don't let them. Don't let them. Be in your power and have good boundaries. And for Pamela's daughter, the Ace of Staves, the Ace of Wands. What a great card, especially for a creative person. This week, we have the possibility of new projects, new ideas, new designs, great new things coming in. And so there's going to be a real opportunity for your creative growth. All right. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Queen of Staves or Queen of Wands. So this week, Vaishali, I think you're going to have a good week. I know you've kind of been going through it, but I think you're going to have a good week. I think you're really going to be in your power and in your energy. And a lot of the way to do that is with humor, creativity, and spirituality. Oh my gosh, Gemini's son, you're so sweet. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Last night I was thinking, thank God it's Monday and Christiana is on tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here is a card for you. The 9 of Cups. I think it's going to be a good week for you. I'm going to say 3 things about this card for you this week. One is simply that I think there are things that will go well this week and that will feel good. That's number 1. Number 2, this is a card of manifestation. It asks you to think about what it is you want and to recognize your ability to get that, through means both mundane and magical. Recognize your ability to acquire that which you want, to be that which you want to be, and to do that which you want to do. All right. Autumn Pond, so good to see you. Thanks again for being here. Really appreciate you. And thanks for being a member. We're glad to see you. Autumn Pond calls me Fairy Card Mother, and I think that's cute. I really like that. All right. Card for the week ahead for you, Autumn Pond. Ooh. The Wheel of Fortune, which in this deck is just called Fortune. And so when I see the Wheel of Fortune upright, on one hand, I think, this is going to be a good week. The wind is at your back. There's good things going on. But I also think of a couple other things. I think there can be ups and downs, more ups than downs, but still. And to be aware of patterns and cycles that repeat and either use that energy to your knowledge. No. Use that knowledge to your benefit, right? That's what I meant to say. In other words, as you see a pattern developing, you're like, okay, I know this is coming, so I'm going to prepare for it. Or if you see a pattern and you're like, I don't like that pattern, I'm going to break it. Either way, or both. Gemini Sun, Vaishali, you are both very, very welcome. Rose, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. A card for the week ahead? Absolutely, yes. This is good. We're happy to see this, Rose. The Six of Arrows, which is the Six of Swords, which is moving forward in a good direction, sailing towards smoother waters. This is good. It gives you a bit of advice, too. It says, stay logical. Being in your emotions will not help. Using emotions will not help. Using logic will. Von Ray, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Well, isn't that lovely? The Four of Staves or the Four of Wands. What are y'all thinking about this deck? I mean, there's a story with each card that I'm not telling you, probably because I don't really remember. I studied this deck a long time ago. I taught this deck a long time ago. I don't really remember. But it's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Von Ray, Four of Wands. I love this for you. This week, on one hand, you really want to think about your comfort zone. Where are you most comfortable? Where are you happiest? Where are you most creative? And honor that energy of that space. That's one thing. But this is also a card that is really good for community and romance. And so you never know what good things might happen. Christina R., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you, Karen, and Kim. And Karen, of course, is a member here. All right, here we go. Christina. So those of you who have been taking notes and following along, Christina R. has been on a heck of a journey, an educational journey, not easy, not for the faint of heart. And it's not that every card we do for you, Christina, has to be about that, but it does feel like it's kind of all-encompassing in a lot of ways. And getting the Three of Coins or the Three of Pentacles today really says this could be a very good week for figuring things out, getting things together, and moving toward your professional goals. So I'm very happy to see this. Lumen, that deck feels dreamy. Yes, yes. Okay, and for Karen, thank you so much for being a member. We really appreciate you. Major Arcana 9 is called Contemplation in this deck. Normally it's the Hermit. Do I love renamed cards? Not so much, but oh well, here we are. So Karen, you get the Hermit. This week, try to take some time for yourself in meditation or in self-care. I think that's important. And recognize that I feel like you have been doing a lot to serve others and help others, which is your wheelhouse. That's what you do. But I think you need some time just for you, and try to take that this week. All right. And for Kim, this is Christina, our sister Kim. The King of Staves, or the King of Wands. This actually feels good. It suggests good leadership. It suggests good creativity. It suggests coming to some level of great achievement this week. DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I shuffle DH, but you also get the Three of Coins. We'll take this. This is a card of recognition for your good work. This is a card of creating great things, either on your own or in collaboration. And, you know, on a practical and mundane level, it's good for finances, it's good for career. But on a more personal level, it's good toward achieving goals. So, there you go. Hey, Jesse J, the Tarot Mage Game Cat. Good to see you, my friend. And Selma Smith, glad you're here as well. All right, here we go. Who is next? It's Peggy Lou. Peggy Lou, thanks for being here. We're happy to see you. Here is a card for you. Queen of Coins. I think this week you're going to do a very good job nurturing the things that really matter, nurturing your own well-being, nurturing solutions to problems, finding your resources and your grounding, and that will be good. Michelle F., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Let's see what we got here. King of Arrows. So King of Swords for you, Michelle F. I love this. This week, you are large and in charge, and don't let anyone tell you any different. This is leadership. It's intelligence, it's integrity, it's communication. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, you really have the right ideas and the right voice and the right leadership to move things forward. And when I say you have the right leadership, what I mean to say, Michelle, is you are the right leadership. All right, here we go. Hang on, just overscrolled. Give me a minute. All right, Teresa, you are up next, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis, and thanks for being a moderator. Here is shuffled. You also get the King of Arrows, King of Swords. And I think this is very appropriate for you as well, given everything we know that you have achieved and are achieving. And this really suggests that this week you want to be in that place of quiet and comfortable pride in what you've achieved, with the knowledge of how this will move you forward as a leader. All right, Lumen, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Nine of Cups. You're not the first person to get this. This is such a great card. It's a card of satisfaction, happiness, wishes fulfilled, and also your ability to manifest that which you would want. So this week, lean into gratitude for the things that are good and recognize your ability to create what you want in your life. Mixuir, Michelle, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing really well. Here is a card for the week ahead. Okay, so card 13, Major Arcana. It's called Transformation here. We know it as death. We know that is not a bad thing, and in fact, we know it's a good thing. It's also really auspicious because it was in our 3-card weekly reading. So now also comes up for you. And I think this week there will be some immediate changes that will be very helpful. But I think you're also working on bigger personal, internal growth, healing kinds of changes. And that's happening too. Oh, Lumen, it's your birthday tomorrow. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. And happy birthday. And Teresa, love that. Thank you. Well, I love it for you. You're quite welcome. TJ and GA, good to see you. Card for you and your daughter, of course. For you, TJ, Princess of Cups, which is like the Page of Cups. This week, honor your emotions, honor your feelings. Try to be very conscious of what's going on in your heart and what you're feeling, and try to give voice to that in all the ways that are appropriate. And for your daughter, card 19, Awakening, that's Judgment. This is really about allowing the past to be in the past, recognizing that you have always done the best you can, and being open to good things for the future. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to apply to you this week, but if you're feeling regretful, time to let it go. And if you are, here's another thing. Another thing with this card is about kind of hearing your calling, figuring out who you are and what you want in life. So that might be something you're working on this week. All right. Cassandra Revelta, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Oh, Audrey, I love that Awakening card. Yeah, it's really beautiful, isn't it? Cassandra, appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Thanks for being a member. So grateful you're on today. Happy to be here. Absolutely happy to be here. A card for yourself and a card for Raquel, certainly. Cassandra, you get the Prince of Arrows, which is the Knight of Swords. So first of all, this week is going to go by very quickly. Secondly, you're going to have a lot of clarity this week about what you need to do, what the right thing to do is, what you need to say. Your words and your actions will be clear, and you'll know in your heart the things you need to do. Okay, and for your mom, Raquel, of course, who is also a member here. The Seven of Arrows, which of course is the Seven of Swords. So, Raquel, you got to figure out where you're putting your faith, where you're putting your trust. Are you trusting yourself? You know, it may be you need to trust yourself more. And it may be you need to look at, like, what is your relationship with trust and how is trust showing up in your relationships? Linus Art, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. On Monday, we do a card for the week ahead, and I'm happy to do that for you here today. The Three of Cups. This week, it's time to focus on creativity. It's time to focus on having fun, and maybe spend time with people you enjoy. Reach out to friends. So either at a distance or in person, it is time to connect with people that you care about as well. So it looks like it could be a really fun week for you. Dr. All Ed, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. I am planning on enjoying my week. I hope you enjoy yours as well. Here's a card for you. Oh, this is good. Okay, Dr. All Ed, of course, is Robin Renee. I actually have two Robin Renee friends, but she's one of them. And Robin Renee is the one who gave me my name, Tarot Fairy Godmother. And if you've been following along, Robin Renee has been going through stuff with her job as she works on her PhD dissertation. I am so pleased to be seeing the Queen of Coins here for you, the Queen of Pentacles for you, Dr. All Ed. I think you're solving the immediate work issues. You're solving the financial issues, but you're also doing what you have to do to nurture that educational journey. So you're doing all the right things. And this even comes into the family piece because you've had a new addition to your family. So I feel like you're hitting all your marks. You really are. And this week you're going to see real evidence of that. And Cassandra, you are very welcome. Ann Mealy, nice to see you this morning. Anna Kay, good to see you. So we're going to do you, David, and your son, of course. Okay. Starting with you, Anna Kay. King of Coins, you are in a strong position this week. You really are. You're making good decisions. You're doing what you have to do as a leader, and you're doing what you have to do financially. So just know you're in a strong position. For David, Prince of Staves would be like the Knight of Wands. You're in a place of pursuing what you need to pursue. And you want to stay in pursuit. As long as it looks like there's results, you want to stay in pursuit because there will be results. So good. And for your son, the Eight of Wands. You know, isn't that a great Eight of Wands? I really like that. Eight of Staves. You know, one thing about life, and, you know, here's the psychic talking to you, saying there's a lot of unknowns. And anyone who tells you that a person who works in the psychic world, divination, whatever, can know all the unknowns, no. Life is full of unknowns. What you have to do is pick a course and go in it and kind of trust. And that's what you got to do. And it's okay. It's okay. Hey, Virginia. So, Virginia, your name is so familiar to me. You're telling me I remember you from your Connecticut days. I'm going to take a stab at your last name. And it's funny because I think I know you and I know your last name and you remember me. Virginia, is it Soroy? Is that how I pronounce your last name? I'm not sure. So I'm sorry for not knowing or remembering that. But I want to say I remember you too. So thank you. Thank you. And thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. And you know, over the years, pre-COVID, I was coming back to Connecticut 3 times a year on my tarot tours. It was a lot of fun. Post-COVID, I came back a couple of times, but haven't really so much. I won't come this summer, maybe the following, but eventually I will start returning in summer to read for people in person and do parties and stuff. So maybe our paths will cross then. In the meantime, I'm so glad you're here. And here's a card for the week ahead, which is the Prince of Arrows or the Knight of Swords. This week, I think you're going to really be moving very quickly. The week is going to go very quickly. You've got a lot to get done, and you will get it done. And I think you're going to be like almost driven in terms of what you know your goals to be. And you're going to move forward, doing the right thing, saying the right thing, having a lot of clarity on where you need to go and what you need to do. So this is not really a week to question yourself because you know what you're doing. Anna Kay, thanks for being here and thanks for your kind words. Thank you so much. As always, spot on. One day y'all have to teach me how to use members only emojis. You have to become a member to do that. And what that does is that gives you access not only to the members only emojis, but to the whole members only playlist and our members only lives. And then your name gets to be in green with a little sun emoji. That's what happens. And yeah, good. I'm glad things are moving forward for you, Anna. That's good. All right, 64 Amy Penn, glad you're here. Are you too late for a card? Okay, now we know. Okay, 64 Amy Penn, I'll be right with you. You had a different name then. Okay, so I'm just making stuff up in my head, which I do all the time. That's fine. Different name, and the name is pronounced Sirwa. Thank you for that. Perfect. If you feel like sending me a private message on Facebook or wherever, I'd love to know who you were back then. All right. And 64 Amy Penn, here we are. Princess of Arrows, so Page of Swords. So here's the thing, 64 Amy Penn. The Page of Swords is all about communication. Swords is about communication. Page is about communication. So it's like communication. This week, communication is the most important thing. Stands top of your texts and emails. And whatever your inter-office communication system is, Teams or Slack or whatever, stay on top of all that. And be very careful about what you're hearing, how you're processing it, and what your responses are. Communication always matters, but it is paramount this week. And you have a real opportunity to move yourself forward using your very good communication skills. JD Estrada, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. A card for you and for Victor. Well, welcome Victor as well. Yes. Here is a card for you, JD. The Ace of Coins. We love this. Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. This can be about new grounding, new self-care, but it can also be new money, new projects, new good things having to do with work. I can't see anything bad in this card, to be honest with you. Well, it could be about a health journey, I suppose, but even that feels positive in terms of taking care of yourself. So this week, be open to great opportunities around your own well-being, but also around work and money and resources in general. JD, love the Ace of Pentacles, right? Right? How do you not love that card? That is such a good card. All right, so Victor, for JD's husband, Victor, the Four of Swords. You know, you may be going through something right now, Victor, where you need some time. Whether this is physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, or some combination thereof. Whatever you must do, whatever you can do to take time for your own contemplation, your own healing, your own processing, you need time and you need rest, and you need it this week. So whatever is allowed for you to do this week when it comes to that, top priority, my friend. All right. Lisa E., good to see you. Thanks for being here. Cards for you and Jenna, of course. Of course. JD, yes, I agree. He needs rest. I'll make sure he gets it. You do that, for sure. This is a really good week to be that wife and just, yeah. Okay, Lisa E. For you, the Prince of Cups, which is like the Knight of Cups. This week, give yourself permission to pursue the things that are close to your heart, to pursue the things you love, and to recognize that you can have good things in your life. You've been told over and over and over again that you can't, that you shouldn't, that you don't deserve good things in your life. Time for the truth stick. You deserve good things in your life. Believe it and allow it to be. All right. For Jenna, where are we? Jenna. Awakening. This could be a really pivotal week for Jenna. Opening up to new possibilities, new healing, new ideas, and some maturing. So this could be really very good. All right. Amy Foreman, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Prince of Coins, which is like the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like I know you're going through a physical healing journey, but I also feel like we're kind of back to the grind when it comes to work and maybe trying not to have it be a grind. So it's very much about pursuing well-being, physically, financially, career-wise, taking care of business. And that's probably family-wise as well. CB Moz, I haven't seen you in a long time, I think. I'm so happy to see you today. Thanks for being here. So, card for you and your daughter, Danielle, of course. For you, Six of Staves, which is the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory. This is like whatever it is you're doing or trying to do this week, it's likely to go really well. You have to allow yourself the win. But there's a win here for sure. And for your daughter, Danielle. Wow. I love that you both got sixes. Y'all are like very much on the same page right this minute. I love that. And Six of Arrows, Six of Swords, also a very good card about moving towards smoother waters, sailing forward in a good way. By using your mind and your intelligence to make it happen. So well done. Martha Vink, so good to see you this morning. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Up next, hang on one second. Up next is Jackie Masters. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Looking at the week ahead. Oh, I love this for you, Jackie. This is good. We're seeing improvement. Queen of Staves or Queen of Wands. I think this week you are going to be very much in your intuition, in your power, in your creativity, and able to move things forward for yourself and others. I know work has been weird. This feels better. Much better. Hey, Space, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. The next request I see here is Nalini Kalu. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. The Seven of Staves or the Seven of Wands. You're not the first person to get this. And it could suggest, like, I know you've been feeling like you're a bit under duress for a while. So it's not surprising, but this reminds you that you are strong and capable and able. What is the difference between capable and able? I don't know. Maybe I just said the same thing twice. I don't know. But I needed to say it twice because you needed to hear it twice. And that whatever obstacles you have faced or are facing, you're bigger than that, you're stronger than that, you're tougher than that. And you will be able to move forward and have the life you want. Will you be able to do that all this week? Probably not. But you will be able to answer whatever challenges this week throws at you. Remember your strength and don't give up that strength to anyone. I think you've done that in the past. You've given up your strength to others. Do not do that. All right, Space, Wuju, thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. Okay. The 5 of Coins. So I feel like this week you are maybe feeling like you don't have what you need. You don't have the resources or support that you need. And that can make it really hard. But there are opportunities, there are resources, there is support. You may just have to look for it. Does it suck that it's not relatively apparent right now? Of course. But if you look for it, you will find it. And that's the key. Yeah, Jackie, I'm looking forward to the week. Good, you should. Absolutely. Okay. You're very welcome, Space. That's good. And Claire C., you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being so generous and kind with the super chat today. You're such a good supporter of me and of this channel. I really appreciate you. I like to be a good supporter of you as well. Here is a card for you. The 6 of Coins. This is really good. This week, I know that you are just so good at helping others and doing for others. But I think this week you're also going to let others help you, and you're going to work on being kind to yourself as well. And so I think there's a nice flow of energy here. I know you need some healing energy right now, and I think this represents that as well. So this week, allow for healing. That's really the key. All right. And the next request I see is Audrey M. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Hope to see you this coming Sunday. 10 of Wands. You know, the way the cards have been coming up for you on and off as of late really suggests you're dealing with some heavy stuff. But the thing about the 10 of Staves or the 10 of Wands is it suggests a capability. It suggests a capability. It suggests your ability to do. But the question is, do you want to continue to do? And if you don't want to continue to do whatever this is, maybe you don't have to. There it is. Oh, Nalini. Nalini, thanks so much. The last part really resonates. I do always give up my power to the wrong people to feel accepted. Not doing that anymore. And if you don't do that, then you will be accepted by the right people. And Claire C., I am, and I'm already feeling better after the medications. Good, 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 good. All right. Susan Toklas, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for the week ahead. Oh, I love this, the 10 of Cups. I feel like you're going to have a good week. I feel like there's good things here as far as honoring your need for happiness, doing the things that make you happy, being in a place and with people who make you happy, and kind of making your happiness a priority. I like it. All right. Martha Vink, here we are. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Joyce Ocean, no, you did not. I have not done you yet. Martha Vink. You are up next. Just looking at Audrey's feedback. Always right on. I'm in the heavy-duty decision-making process, just stuck in the moment for the moment. Yeah, makes sense. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out, and I'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Okay, my good friend Martha Vink, how are you doing? Oh, I love this. The Prince of Cups or the Page of Cups. Martha, this is your sign to pursue love, and you always have. You know, you are one of the most loving people I've ever met. But really think about strategically and with your whole heart all of the ways that you are going to pursue love in your life and what that means and how that maybe has changed. Think about that. There's some power there. And Joyous Ocean, here you are. It's your turn now. Hang on one second. I just overscrolled. Give me a second. Martha Vink, you are very welcome. And Joyce Ocean, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. We really appreciate you. Here is a card for you, Dion. Ace of Coins, we love this. This could be a new job, a new business opportunity. It can also speak to new ways of taking care of yourself. It could speak to new money coming in many different ways. Don't spend it till you have it, obviously. But one way or the other, this is very good for your wealth and health going forward. And for Jada, the 9 of Coins. This is so good. Jada, you are really growing in your own understanding of what it is to be you and why it is a good thing to be you. And as you grow in that, only good things are coming. Well, I can't say that. I mean, good and bad things come all the time. But you're going to be able to welcome really great things into your life because you are becoming more secure and confident in yourself. Joyous Ocean, you are very welcome. And here we are, Jazzy J, the Tarot Mage Game Cat. It's so good to see you, my friend. Here is a card for your week ahead. Ha! The Magician! And I will comment that the relationship here is Merlin and Vivian, which, of course, in the tale of King Arthur, very important relationship. All right. Vivian being from Monty Python, the watery tart with the sword. From more serious ways at looking at the myth, being the Lady of Avalon, of course. Okay. Anyway, what's it mean for you, Jazzy J? You got the magic in you, my friend. It means you have the tools, the skills, the abilities to do what you want to do. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt your way forward. But if you're going to live a magical life, then freaking do the magic. Because you know how. Does that make sense? Let me know. You can always message me later if you want more on that. Okay. Barbie Bird, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Holy, looks like you're getting a new job. Prince of Coins is like the Knight of Pentacles, pursuing what you need. And in this case, new job, potentially new home, all of that. I don't know if you're getting that this week, but it feels like you're really close now. You're on it. You're on it. There you go. Amanda K, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. On Monday, we do 3 cards for the collective and a single card for those who request, and I'm happy to do that for you. So you get the Tower, which here is called the card of oppression. And I don't really love the word oppression to describe the Tower because I feel like it's more about being done with that. And so, I'm looking at you for this week and saying, what are you done with? And what are you ready to change? And I feel like changes are coming, and it's good for you to embrace that. Ann Mealy, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Hope to see you at the meetup this Sunday. And here's a card for the week ahead for you. The Seven of Cups. This week, recognize that you have a lot of options and you have a lot of choices. And I think sometimes you can be limited in your thinking that way. So you want to recognize that you probably have more options and more choices than you think. The thing is, sometimes that can cause you to kind of spin into like a not trusting yourself or not trusting the situation. Trust yourself, trust the situation, trust yourself to make good choices. All right. Hey, Dina Moskowitz, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. A card of the week to dispel the Nine of Swords you picked today. Hopefully, this will not be the Nine of Swords. But we'll see. Tarot will speak in whatever way it's going to. It's so good to see you, Dina. The Five of Swords reversed. So there's definitely something going on here. And I don't know if it's like within you in your own mind and heart or something you're dealing with in a situation. But the answer is probably not this or that, but a compromise. Find the compromise, find the way to make things work this week. And recognize that you are skilled to do that more than a lot of people. You know, you have that skill. So you will find your solutions. Oh, good, Anne. I'm so glad you're going to be there. Thank you. Oh, good. Jazzy J makes sense for you this week, and it's your favorite card. Perfect. Love it. Okay. Very good. Dina, you are very, very welcome. And from my perspective, I have done every request. If I accidentally missed you, please, please, please reiterate. And it is last call for readings, y'all. So if you're just getting here, Selma, absolutely yes. If you're just getting here, or if you had not asked before, do as Selma just did and ask, because now's the time. Look at that. You get Major Arcana 2 in this deck called Wisdom. It's the High Priestess. This week, it's okay to be more observing rather than doing. It's okay to be in your own energy and to nurture your own energy. It's okay to be quieter rather than louder, and to recognize that you have within you a great deal of power and a great deal of wisdom that you can use in the right time, but be patient. Hey, Revival of Venus, you're just getting here in the right time. Okay. So, Nalini, a card for your mom, of course. The Ace of Staves, or the Ace of Wands. So, this suggests that you have a lot of creativity, you have a lot of opportunity, but you can sometimes be quick to react to things. This week, be careful about reaction and try to be smoother about the way you react to things and take more time. That way you can use your good energy in the best way possible. And Revival of Venus, here we go. The Ace of Cups, what a good card for a person named Revival of Venus. This week, be open to love in all its forms and allow this week to bring a great deal of healing to your heart. Gotta love that. All right. Anyone else? All right. So this week, I'll be back on Thursday with your Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter recap. I am available for readings. Feel free to reach out and book. There's a link to do so right in the description. Please do like this video. And if you happen to be local, get it on your calendar to join us this Sunday, 4 p.m., Palm City, Panera. Hey, Kathy Humphrey, just coming in. Okay, yeah, you got it. Here's a card for you. The Six of Cups. This week, Kathy, you may be spending time with people you haven't seen in a while, or talking to people you haven't seen in a while. It's a good week to reach out to old friends. You may also be dealing with memories or healing from the past. This is a week to honor your past and understand how it's brought you to where you are now. Excuse me. Gianna, I'll have to astral travel to Panera from Wisconsin. We would love to have you do that. I am looking at creating some meetups where we can do like hybrid meetups. Eventually, we'll be doing that. We've done it before. We'll do it again. All right. My friends, once again, thank you for being here. Thank you to the members, the moderators. Please like this video. Thanks to everyone here. Thanks to those helping out with super chats and super stickers. I really appreciate all of you. We'll see you next time. Feel free to reach out for a reading and have a great Memorial Day if you happen to be here in the U.S. Everyone, have a great week.